Hi, this is the tutorial for 1.4 Part 2. We're going to take up again with the SI units, but this time we're going to start building our ability to do conversions, that is to convert from one of these units that has a prefix to another unit, which may be a base unit or maybe another unit with a prefix. And to do it, we're going to follow a nice systematic approach, and you'll see by way of example what I mean. So look at this first example. We're going to compare these units that are smaller than a meter just to the meter. So we're always going to compare and ask how many of those small units are in the meter itself. That's all we're trying to do. So let's practice it, and then we'll kind of talk a little bit about the logic or the good of doing this. The first question is, how many centimeters are in a meter? We find centi, and we see it's 2 powers of 10 smaller than a meter. So that means that 10 times 10, or 100 centimeters, must be equal to or equivalent to a meter. All right, that one looks pretty good. Let's try another one. It asks the same question. They're just randomly chosen. How many centimeters in a meter? We just did it. We'll just type it in again, and that's fine. Let's do another one. How many decimeters are in a meter? Well, this time we're comparing this here, the decimeter, which is 1 power of 10 smaller than the base unit. So the answer is obviously 10, or just 10 to the 1 power. Great, we got that one. Let's do one more. How many picometers are in a meter? Well, pico is 12 powers of 10 smaller than the base, so there must be 10 to the 12th. Now I have a small problem. If I try to type in 12 zeros after the 1, I just might make a mistake. So here's a shortcut. I can do 1e12, and that means the same thing. This means 1 times 10 to the 12th, which is just 1 with 12 zeros following it. That's pretty good too. Let's just see if we can get one of these large ones so you get used to that. Well, let's use the E form here. A millimeter is how many are there in a meter. A milli is 3 powers of 10 smaller than the base, so we can tell the answer is 10 times 10 times 10, or 1,000. But instead of putting 3 zeros, I'll do 1. And watch this, I'll do E3. You can use an upper or a lowercase e, and it works either way. Great. So far we've compared units smaller than the base unit, the meter, and try to just figure out how many of those little guys are in the base unit. Now let's go to the next step. The question here is how many of the small units are in the larger unit, but they don't have to be the base unit like a meter. So we're comparing length again, but we can compare any of these to each other. So let's give that one a shot. How many nanometers are in a centimeter? So you got to slow down here a little. I see the nanometers here. It's 9 below the base. Centi is 2 below the base. So I say, well, the difference between those two is 9 minus 2 is just 7. So therefore there must be 1 times 10 to the 7th, or I'll put 7 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those little nanometers in a centimeter. Great, and as you know from before, we could have typed in 1e7 as the answer. Let's try another one. How many picometers in a meter? Well, that's like the base unit type we had before. We know how to do that. 12 below the base, so that's 1e12. That one's straightforward. Let's get one where they have 2. Yeah, this one is better. Nanometer, and how many of those are in a micrometer? A micrometer is right here, 6 below the base. Nano is 9 below the base, so the difference in these two, 9 minus 6, is just 3. So there must be 1,000 nanometers in a micrometer. Okay, hopefully you're doing okay so far. So we're just comparing 2 small units, that is 2 units that have prefixes that are below the base unit, to each other in this section. Now let's move on to 2 other types, a couple other types. Try again to find how many of the small units are in the large one, but this time we're in the top half of the master chart. We're dealing with units that are all larger than the base unit, the meter. Okay, so let's see if we can do this one. Now, how many meters are in a terameter? Now the meter is a base unit. The terameter is 12 powers of 10 above, so the answer is going to be 1e12. 1e12. So notice again, I only have positive exponents I'm dealing with, because I'm always comparing one of the large units to many of the smaller units. That's that one. Let's get one. I hope we can get one that has 2. Yeah, has 2 prefixes. How many decameters are in a hectometer? Here's the decameter. It's 1 power of 10 larger than the base. Hecto is 2 powers of 10 larger. Well, the difference of 2 and 1 is just 1 power of 10. So there's 10 decameters in a hectometer. I think, okay, I think this is probably working all right, so let's keep going. Now we're going to use the entire chart, not just the bottom half or the top half, and kind of any combination goes. And we're always looking to see how many of the small units are in the larger unit. So here's the question. How many little picometers, little picometers, are in a nanometer, which actually is pretty darn small too. And I look at the difference here. I say, oh, 9 and 12 minus 9 is just 3 powers of 10. So there's 1,000 of the little picometers in a nanometer. Okay, so far, let's get one that's really different. Centimeters in a meter, everyone kind of knows without doing anything. 2 powers of 10 smaller than the base. So you know the answer to that is just 100. Let's get one where it's between the top and the bottom. Base unit to a megameter is pretty straightforward. Here we are. The base unit is the meter. The mega is 6 above. So of course, I'm going to do the E this time. 1E6 is how many, that is 1,000,000 meters in a megameter. Let's see if I can get one with 2. Yeah, that didn't quite go. That's okay. We'll do this one. Millimeter to decimeter. How many of these little millimeters, which are 3 below the base, are in a decimeter, which is 1 below the base? Or the difference in these two, minus 3 and minus 1, is just 2 powers of 10. So the answer is 100. Hopefully you're kind of getting this. So the very last one, the only thing we're going to do different is we're also going to include base units other than the meter. But apart from that, it's the same exercise. So let's see if we can manage that. Okay, hit a practice here. How many grams are in a hectogram? All right, so a hectogram is 2 above the base. The gram is just the base unit. So there must be 100 of the little grams in a hectogram. Let's try one more. Picometers in a micrometer. All right, so we got meters again. 12 below the base, and a micro is 6 below the base. No, 6 below the base. So the difference in 12 and 6 is 6. So it's going to be 1E6. That is, there are 10 to the 1,000,000 of the little picometers are in a little micrometer. One more for good measure, just to make sure we got it. How many picoseconds? Ooh, huge difference. Are there in a terasecond? As big a difference as we can get. Picosecond is 12 below the base, a trillionth of a second. And a terasecond is trillion seconds long, so the difference is 12 minus a negative 12, 10 to the 24th. I don't want to put 24 zeros in, so I do 1E, 24 should be the right answer. Great. I hope you get it. So what we're going to use these for is in the next section, we're going to say, okay, now that I can find equivalence between any two units in terms of powers of 10, I can use those to convert one unit to the other unit, which we'll do in part 3. So practice this a little bit on its own, just to make sure that you have a lot of facility going back and forth between these two sets of units. Great. I'll see you in class. Good luck with that.